So for $500, I got myself a full setup. An AR-15 22 with a scope, the mounts, 3 magazines to go with it.
All for the love of guitars, girls, green grass, and guns. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's Randy with G4 Outdoors, previously known as Guitars, Girls, Green Grass, and Guns. Thanks for returning and sticking around for another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. So one of the biggest reasons why I got the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522 is this right here. This stuff is pretty cheap. It is a lot cheaper than shooting 223, 556, 308, 300 Win Mag, anything like that through the AR platform. So I went with the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. I can have a lot more fun with a lot less money. So what we have here is like what they would consider the second generation of the M&P 1522. It comes factory with M-Bus, front and rear flip-up sights. That's a big plus on this rifle. As you know, the M-Bus are quality sights, so I'm really happy that they put those on there. I don't have one on the rear right now because it's not compatible with my scope, but I did just want to point out the fact that they do come with those sights. I'm going to give a quick rundown of why I chose the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522 over any of the other models. This one is very modular, just like a standard AR-15. You have your standard mag release. You have your standard magazines. You have your standard bolt release. This gun is flagged right now, so that's not going to work. You have your standard charging handle. You also have, I believe I'm going to have to take this flag out. You also have a standard takedown pins. Standard takedown pins to open this up, along with another takedown pin that is quite tight right now, so I'm not going to take that off on the front to make this exactly like an AR-15. And as you can see, the charging handle and bolt comes out, so you can clean that just like a standard AR-15. The trigger group on the inside is just like a standard AR-15. If I'm not mistaken, you can actually take an AR-15 trigger set and drop it right down in here. Along with the buttstock, you can put a standard AR-15 buttstock on here, which I really like that because I want to put a bigger stock on here with a bigger cheek rise and possibly a little bit wider. Maybe have a little bit of a rubber texture on it so that it would be more comfortable on the cheek. It has your standard bird cage on the front of it. It also has standard threading on the front of it, so you can change it out for your own flash hider or muzzle device of your choosing. That's why I chose the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. So when it comes down to it, the biggest reason why I bought this is because in the future I do plan on getting an AR-15 or an AR-10. On this platform with the Smith & Wesson, you do have a standard Picatinny rail, which will accept any accessories that you want to put on there that go on to Picatinny. As far as the hand grips, you know, you can put a standard AR-15 hand grip on there as well. Let me show you how you can change these out. This is a standard AR-15 handle on here, made by Magpul. This weapon is empty. I'll show you how the bolt release actually works the same on this gun as any other AR-15. Also, you can see it's got a different scope on it, and it mounts just the same because it has a Picatinny rail. So I really love the modularity of these weapons. And not only that, just shooting 22s alone is fun in itself. When I think of an AR-15 and you want to go out plinking, that's a lot of money just to throw 223 bullets down the range. I'd rather spend a lot less money and throw 22s. So as of today's date, it's right after Christmas. I bought this weapon just before Christmas. They were running a sale for $350. And that's heck of a price to beat. Normally they're $400 to $450 depending on where you shop at. So I got these at a great buy. So for $500, I got myself a full setup. An AR-15 22 with a scope, the mounts, 3 magazines to go with it, 25 round magazines at that. These are getting hard to come by. You just cannot beat that price for the fun that you're going to have. You have all these parts on here that are just like the AR-15 that you can use as a practice weapon. So like I say, not only is this a cheap weapon to shoot, but it's a great entry rifle if you want to get an AR-15, but don't want to spend all the money on buying the guns and the 223 bullets or 5.56, whatever you plan on getting. This is a really cheap option to do that, and you can have a lot of fun doing that, just with the way it breaks down, the way it operates. If I was to say there was anything bad about this, and the only thing I found bad about it so far is it is all completely plastic. Like the Picatinny rail up here, that's the only part that I've got a problem with in mounting a scope on it. I didn't put a very expensive scope on here just because of that. If I was to put a $700 scope on here, it really wouldn't be worth it, just because this is plastic. It'll move around a little bit. You're not going to get 100% accuracy. But other than that, this is a terrific rifle. I haven't had a chance to shoot it yet, but I tell you what, if you guys stick around and watch some more G4 Outdoors, I will give you a full in-depth tour of this rifle. I will let you know my exact thoughts and opinions and how this gun shoots and operates. So thanks for stopping by G4 Outdoors, and have a good day. I'm out.
All for the love of guitars, girls, green grass, and guns. Yeah.
You have your standard bolt release. You have your standard bolt release over here. You've got your standard bolt release. You have your standard bolt release over here. So it's...
Do it again. You said bolt release twice instead of magazine release.
You have your standard bolt release.
Mag release.
Say is very modular, just like your standard.